The importance of player interaction and entertainment. In McGonagall's Fix, author McGonagall points out the necessary traits of game-to-player interaction to explain what makes a game engaging and fun to a player. These rules apply to all games, especially board games, which are the hardest game types to increase player interactivity. Rule 1. If we're forced to do something, or if we do it half-heartedly, we're not really participating. Rule 2. If we don't care how it all turns out, we're not really participating. Rule 3. If we're passively waiting it all out, we're not really participating. These are the 3 rules that encompass player interactivity, which has led to her discussing the possibility of alternate reality games. Her explanation of alternate reality games showcases the importance of engaging players in a game, to the point where these games are dubbed as an anti-escapist game. These are games that you can apply and get more out of life instead of playing to escape life. Certain themes of an alternate reality game can be applied to board games, such as Name 5. These qualities are the traits of tasks being optionals and having compelling goals. Being optional allows the player to feel that he is not being forced into playing, which may feel like working. This lets the player enjoy more of the game when played. Name 5 is a social trivia board game, its main features showcasing the multitude of topics listed on each card. These topics are picked by the position the player moves on the board with a dice and challenges the player to name 5 similar categories within that theme. If the player is successful in naming 5, the player gets to roll the dice again up to 3 times or until he fails to name 5. There are several unique tiles on the board which give an interesting playstyle to the game. These range from each player being able to choose any topic they want, to 2 players going against each other by taking turns fulfilling the theme on the card until one runs out of time by failing to answer. Author J. McGonagall explains the importance of interaction of the players and the game to make the game a success. This is an important feature to showcase the effects of game ratings, mechanics, and fun factor, which all ties down to player participation. The board game Name 5 involves each player waiting for their turn within an orderly manner. Playing with 3 players or 2 groups can at times be boring for players who are watching the player roll. In order to improve player option interactivity, the players can be given the option to develop new cards, with a common genre to make a more creative game, or have a penalty for the losing team to do a required action. These cards can be tailored to have genres similar to Cards Against Humanity or an academic trivia game. If not, another suggestion for player interaction is having the losing team/player to perform an action at the opposing player's expense. McGonagall also mentions having different objectives and challenges to increase player interactivity. The players standing idle during the game can be given new goals to achieve, such as possibly sabotaging the other team's points. In order to sabotage points, they may play a mini-game such as challenging one another to a trivia card game to gain extra points for their team. Furthermore, players standing idle can also use a concept similar to beer pong, without the beer, with the winning side being able to switch positions of the pieces on the board game. This will make the game more challenging and interactive as every player is participating through turns or mini-games. Making these modifications based on McGonagall's Fix shows how her rules of player interactivity can be applied to a variety of games. It allows the player to be more engaged but less passive in a game.